My presentation will be quite short. All I wanted to do is to show you a short video, just 2 to 3 minutes long, that we made on progress on the Africa Evidence Network since our last colloquium. It also explains a bit what the network is and what the relationship is between UJ-BCURE and the Africa Evidence Network. And then I have a couple of slides following that.
Presentation first?
Video first, please. My technical assistant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy my new time fame.
So let's look at the video first.
Malawi is one of the poorest countries in the world,
Right.
and South Africa is one of the most unequal. And UJ-BCURE was founded in January 2014 to tackle precisely these issues through building capacity to use research evidence in decision making. When we designed UJ-BCURE, we realised that projects come and go, and that even with 3 years of project, we would only be able to build capacity of a certain number of people, a limited number of people. And so we wanted to ensure that we linked up with a larger network of people, a larger community of practice, to both learn from them and share what we're learning as we go along, and also to increase both the reach and the sustainability of our project. So we've been working with the African Evidence Network, an existing community of practice committed to supporting evidence-informed decision-making across the continent. UJ-BCURE is supporting the network to grow and strengthen, building that community to be a stronger and more sustainable community. The AEN has had a fantastic year and experienced growth in membership numbers and network engagement. We have over 250 members in 21 countries. For example, in addition to South Africa and Malawi, we've extended membership in countries such as Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, and Zimbabwe. Outside Africa, the network is represented in Canada, Australia, and Europe. The AEN has also hosted its first colloquium in Africa at the University of Johannesburg. The conference provided an opportunity for those in research and policy to interact in one space and share their work. The attendance was very good and the interaction was excellent. We had a networking event where members were able to meet and showcase their work. We look forward to another exciting colloquium in 2016. If we can support the network, and this is what it's becoming, a community of practice that engages with each other and shares knowledge and focuses on the regions, people working within Africa, many of whom are isolated without the network. So we can support them to be an active community, then I believe that we can enable something much more sustainable than just our project. We hope that through this, UJ-BCURE can have a larger and longer lasting impact beyond the project.
That's it, thank you.
Good.
Great, so over to the presentation. Great. So that gives you a little bit of background. For those of you who are new, I'm very encouraged to see that there are a couple of people in the room who are who have not yet been converted to the Africa Evidence Network, and we hope that you will be members by the end of this meeting. And that gives you a little bit of background to why the network was established, and also seeing the network in action. We try and have events occasionally. We don't have funding to have them regularly, but we did have a colloquium at the end of last year, and we are planning another colloquium at the end of 2016. And we will try and have regional meetings like these every so often, just to keep the momentum going, to get people into the same room talking to one another. Because it's one thing doing it all on email, but we still think face-to-face interaction and the chance to go sit and have lunch together, that sort of interaction makes a difference as well. So all that the presentation does is very short, an update from what has happened since the AGM, which was held during the colloquium, up to this point, our first regional meeting. So the Africa Evidence Network, for those of you who are completely new to it, is a community of people who work in Africa and have an interest in evidence, both its production and use in decision making. The network is supported by UJ-BCURE, and includes researchers, practitioners and policymakers from universities, NGOs and government. So we are also working in the space of trying to bridge the divide between those who produce and supply research and the evidence users, and trying to get those communities together. Thank you. So the network was established in December 2012, as was explained in the introductions, and the objective is to link people and activities across various initiatives, organizations and fields working to produce and use better evidence. Our website was launched in June 2014, and that is the website link. It also appears, I'm sure, on the back of your folders, and that is how you can become a new member as well. You can either provide us with your details or go onto the website and sign up from there to join. Thank you, Phil. So progress on network activities. So AEN membership has grown since December 2014, since the colloquium, from 327 to 367. So we are constantly growing, and I think people are starting to realize the value of the network as well, and we're very pleased to see that interest is growing, and membership sign-up can be done on the website. Currently we have, the majority of our members are still from South Africa, just purely because we are based here. 173 members, 39 from Malawi, which is also, we have quite a number of members from there, because that's the other country where UJ-BCURE implements. We're working both in South Africa and in Malawi. So by virtue of our work there, we also have a number of members from there. And then from the United Kingdom, 32, and other countries in Africa, Asia, Europe and North America, as was quite nicely explained in the video. Thank you. So in terms of our website, traffic to the website is growing steadily. We must say it has exceeded all our expectations. One of our policies as UJ-BCURE is that all our material is open access. So all our training resources, all our reports, everything gets published on the website, and everything is open access. And we think that that has also really encouraged visits to the website, as there are lots of useful resources that can be accessed and downloaded for free. Our most viewed content includes our core capacity building resources that we have as UJ-BCURE. There's a number of workshop packs that we use in our training. Blogs, newsletters, members and network initiatives. So people visit the website for lots of different reasons, which is encouraging. And we also are now starting to try and track, we're already tracking what people are accessing, but try to use that information to try and put more content on the website that people will be interested in, now that we can see what it is that people would like to access. Our content downloads, so just from January to April this year, has been just under 3,000 downloads, which is really, really encouraging. So we've published 15 newsletters so far. They are published monthly, and we've published since March 2014. It's just a two-pager in your inbox every month for free, just explaining what's new and happening in the evidence-informed decision-making space, informing people of conferences that they can attend, new articles that have been published, new impact studies that have been done, things that are current in this space. 2 blogs are published per month. The blogs have received very positive feedback on social media. So we try and have one of the blogs in-house from the UJ-BCURE team, and then we also invite guest bloggers, and have been approached quite encouragingly by a couple of people who want to submit blogs. So that's been great. I'm nearly done. Yeah, we also have a Twitter account, and that's our Twitter handle. We have 433 followers. Please do follow us if you are on Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel with 6 videos published. The one that I showed you is one of them. So there are lots of other interesting snippets and insights into our work if you want to go and follow those links. And one of the things we are starting to do is also to try and link with other networks, and it's been great for us to have recently, the AEN has recently become a member of the Effective Institutions platform, and then final nice exciting change for us has been our new Africa Evidence Network coordinator. So Hazel, who you've seen in the video, was our former coordinator, but she's no longer with the project. So Precious has already introduced herself. So that's the person that all of our emails are coming from, and we're very excited to have her on board. Then the final thing is I've already spoken about the colloquium that we had in 2014 that the video also showed. We had 122 delegates from lots of different countries. There is a report on the colloquium, as well as all of the presentations, all of the slides of what was presented at the colloquium. All of that is open access, available on the AEN website. And planning for the 2016 colloquium is already underway. And although we don't have a firm date yet, we will communicate that hopefully soon so that you can diarise, because it would be great if you would be able to attend. And then because we don't have a colloquium this year, we are trying to have some regional meetings, and today is the first of those. And we have our guest speaker today, but I will leave it to Leila to introduce him. Thank you very much.
The University of Johannesburg. Rethink, reinvent.